Hey everyone, it's Beth here. I'm with this video. Um, Yesterday, I actually, well, first off, I know that Halloween is going to be coming up soon on October 31st, and me and my mom, you know how I had a picture that I posted, I think, months ago on I don't know, I think about Halloween costumes, and remember I showed you me and Katea dressing up? And I said that I was going to dress as Morticia Addams from the Addams family? Well, me and my mom ordered the Morticia dress, like the costume on Amazon, and it came with a rose. Because she cuts off the rose heads and she just keeps the stems that has the thorns. And my costume had just arrived my house yesterday, and I tried it on, and it is beautiful. All we have to do now is just get me her wig, her really her black hair. I'm also going to be wearing a wig cap, and I know what it is. I've seen a lot of people using wig caps. So I'm going to be wearing one for this. I'm going to be wearing a wig cap this time because I know the last time I didn't wear a wig cap once, and I was wearing a Draculaura costume, and that dress was itchy. And we got this Morticia costume in adult size and an extra large, and still, I thought it was going to be really super tight, but it's not. And it's velvet too, and it feels really soft, and it's not even itchy anywhere. So I'm pretty happy about this. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. And honestly, I never thought I would look this good in a black dress, but this is a really simple look, and I can wear this like anywhere, I guess. Plus, I don't know, I might wear this somewhere else and not just for Halloween, because this looks like something I can wear on an everyday occasion. Or on a special occasion. Like, for instance, one of them is Halloween because I want to dress up as her. Okay, now I will show you the big reveal. Here it is. Here is her black dress, and she has these. It reminds me of that one movie of the Addams Family where they're all like cartoons, you know? And she wears this kind of dress that hangs off of her shoulders, even though her other ones where it doesn't really hang off of her shoulders, it's just like a full-on, it kind of looks like a nightgown, but I really, really like this. Sorry, I am coughing up. I'm just been burping up a storm here. But I really, really love this. I never thought I would look this pretty. And see, it's nice and velvet too. I really like the feel of, the velvety stuff that people use on clothes. It's really a comfortable material. I never thought it would be that comfortable. But it is. It's all velvet all over, and it's not too long on my feet. That way I won't trip over it, not like how hers is, where it's very, very long, where you can't really see her feet anymore. Oh, and the rose. I forgot to show you. It did come with the rose. See? Right here. Ain't it beautiful? And I think you can actually cut it. I don't know. I don't even want to cut it. It's really pretty. I can't believe it actually would come with a rose, but, she does like to cut off the head of the rose and just keep the thorns. Because that's how she is. But I never would have thought that this would be really, really comfortable to wear, you know? It kind of feels like a nightgown to me, but I don't know. I could get into this. Even though some of you might just, you know, some of you might be asking, that just looks like a normal dress to me, even if it has these. And that is because she likes to wear a simple look, and she still pulls it off. I wanted to go for something just very simple, and that is why I chose Morticia Addams, so I can be her for Halloween. Because she just wears a simple look, and I already have, like, red nail polish, so... And I think I have dark red lipstick, but... If I don't, then of course I'm just gonna have to buy some lipstick at a store or something. But anyway, this is just a very simple look. I'm not gonna be overpowering myself with makeup, plus I'm already pale, very pale, so I don't really need to put on any foundation or anything. I just need to put on some red lipstick, put on my black wig, put on dark red nail polish, just put on this dress, and I'm good to go. I'll be all set. I don't need to overpower myself with makeup, and this costume is just very simple. It's not like any of those children's costumes where it's all, you know, overbearing with a lot of stuff, because there are certain characters that have too much accessories. And I don't need to wear any accessories with this. This is just a very simple, nice Halloween look. And I can still be scary. Also, this isn't the only video I'm going to be posting today. I have 2 other videos from that same movie that I showed you in my short video that I made of The Cat Returns, of that one scene. I wanted to show you more of the scenes from that movie because, you know, for some of you, because there probably are some of you who don't know what The Cat Returns is, but it's my favorite Hayao Miyazaki film. And that's not the only film I like from Hayao Miyazaki. I love all the others. Like, there's Princess Mononoke, there's Spirited Away, Whisper of the Heart, Only Yesterday, Castle in the Sky, Howl's Moving Castle, and Ponyo and My Neighbor Totoro. I really love all those films, all of them, but I do have some favorites. Princess Mononoke is one of them. I really like what the storyline is all about in that movie. And my other favorite is Castle in the Sky and Whisper of the Heart. I love the storytelling in all of those. They're all such beautiful films, and I'm glad my grandpa got me into them a long time ago. The very first Hayao Miyazaki film he got me into was The Cat Returns. And then it was all the rest of them. Oh, and I forgot another one. There's also another one called The Wind Rises. And still, I love all of those films. They're all so magical, and I love the music and all of them. It's so beautiful. All of it is beautiful, even the sceneries. And some of the sceneries from some of those movies are in real life. And it blew my mind the moment I found out that one of the locations the characters were in from the movie were actually in real life. So part of me was like, did he base them off of a true story or something? But it's not really based on a true story, even though he did use one of the real life locations for one of the movies. But still, all of it is amazing, and and I hope I can share you that same experience that I have with the movies, and I hope that you will also have a great time with, you know, listening on what I have to say about them. Because if you ever never watched any of them, I really want to suggest that you go and check them out. Because they're really amazing, beautiful, animated films that I really love. And I don't think I'm ever going to grow out of those movies. There's so many movies that I deeply enjoy, and I don't ever want to lose those memories that I have with them. Because every time I watch any of the Hayao Miyazaki films, I feel like the more and more I watch them, the more I learned about the real life. Because even the same situations that happen in the animated films happen in real life. Like the certain situations they're in and that we're in. It's almost all the same. And it teaches me really valuable life lessons. Even if it's just for fun and entertainment, I love learning more about the life the more I watch any movies. It helps me be prepared for the future that will soon come, and that I shouldn't be afraid of what will happen, and that whatever happens, happen. The Hayao Miyazaki films teach me a lot of stuff, and sometimes I even like to compare myself to certain characters in the films, because I see myself in them. I just see myself as the characters, And I feel like certain people just miss that. Certain people just don't understand how the Hayao Miyazaki films, not only it does bring fun and entertainment, but it makes you think so much about the world, and how there are so many beautiful things that we tend to forget, like Mother Nature and the wildlife. We miss all of that, and we miss the beautiful meaning behind them. Some of us just don't understand about the culture. And there was another one as well, and this is my grandpa's favorite. He loves the Hayao Miyazaki film from Up on Poppy Hill, and I do too. It just teaches a lot, and all of them are just very heartwarming. They bring a lot of meaning, and they teach you so much about the old-fashioned culture that used to be here but isn't anymore, because some people are destroying the old culture that used to be around back in the day. And I don't like it how people do that. If there is one quote that I learned from the movie Up on Poppy Hill, is that you cannot move into the future without first knowing the past. Destroy everything old, and you dishonor those that lived and died before us. And I love that quote. It teaches so much about the culture, any culture, for example, and how beautiful it can be behind all of the dark features that are in them. Behind all the dark and mysterious, there's something beautiful about all the cultures in the world. And I agree with the quote. You can't move into the future without first knowing the past. The more you know about the past, the more you know about yourself and about the world itself too. And what the world used to be capable of before some of us just wanted to destroy it all. Because some of us are just too blind to see the truth, the real truth behind all of this amazing things that can happen for us. And how we don't need to use some of the new technology that's in there just to survive. Me and my family have been homeless a long time ago, and we kept moving back and forth from houses and apartments to live. And we were stuck with the old technology that we would use, and it got us this far. Just because we stick to our gut, we didn't use the new technology to get us to where we are today. We stuck with our instincts, our true instincts. And most people just don't see that if we stick to our true instincts and not just use some of those new things, that it can help, but it's just going to be a waste of money. It's just a waste of time, and most people don't understand that we shouldn't waste money on something that we don't need. Most people think that it just works, but it doesn't work like that. Money doesn't grow on trees, and that's something I've learned over the years. And I am not the type of person who spends my money. I'm saving all of my money for when I do absolutely need it, but right now, I don't need my money for anything. Yeah, when I see something that is very, very pretty, and yeah, sometimes I wish I could have something that is so expensive, but then I change my mind and I just tell myself, you know what? There will be a time where I can get some of those things for myself one day, but for right now, I need to be responsible. And I've always learned how to save my money. My father had always taught me how to save it and taught me where to hide some of my money because he does the same thing, kind of. But I'm being I don't want to be irresponsible with my money. I want to save it for when the time comes where I will absolutely need to spend it on important things that I really need in life. Not just some makeup or fancy handbags or just any fancy stuff. I don't need that. There will come a time where I will have those gifts, but for myself, not just from somebody who suggests them for me and thinks that this can get you behind and that this can get you somewhere. Having makeup and just some fancy stuff can't get you anywhere. You need actual supplies and actual stuff to survive. You just don't need those fancy stuff yet. But there will come a time where you will need them. It just takes time. I just prefer being a responsible and hardworking person. I don't want to take my I don't want to take my own life away just because I see something that is appealing to the eye, but it probably won't work in the near future as I keep using it. Not that I don't like anything I have here, and it's not that I don't like being spoiled, but I'm not a little girl anymore, and if somebody were to spoil me, I would want to spoil myself, you know? And I do have some fancy stuff. I have some new makeup bags, I have nail polish, a lot of nail polish, especially a lot of reds and pinks, more than any other colors, but there are some fancy stuff here that, yeah, I probably do deserve it, but I don't want to be a huge fancy person on some fancy makeup and that stuff. And sorry if I've been rambling on everything else. I just, it pains me to see how some people just want to destroy some of the wildlife and Mother Nature. It pains me to see how there are certain places in this world where most animals are going extinct. They're becoming an endangered species, and it breaks my heart to see some of the animals going away just because of some stupid people that just won't stop destroying everything. Without the wildlife and Mother Nature, we wouldn't have this earth. And most people just don't see that. Without the animals, there's no people. With no people and animals, no city and no wildlife. That is why I watch the Hayao Miyazaki films, is because it inspires me even more to help people and help people understand that. Because I want to help people understand to see the truth, even if I can't force anybody to understand. I hope just by watching everything I do, just, helps them see that someday. I want to be able to bring any of the cultures that used to be from back in the day. I want to bring it back. I want to bring the most beautiful things that used to be here, and I want to help them be back on the map everywhere. I want to help Mother Nature, and I just want to help most of our community into where it should be. I want to help the people that are most in need of our help. I'm just that type of person. I don't want to see some of the old cultures go away. I mean, just because they look old and dusty doesn't mean they don't have a meaning. Every culture has a meaning and a story behind it all. there's always going to be a story that you will find anywhere around the world, and it will tell you what any object is all about and what they do. I'm deeply passionate about all that stuff, and that's how spiritual and how old and how a down-to-earth person I can be. And I want to help people understand that both sides, no matter the gender, should be heard, and that we all deserve to speak up and share our opinions on how we see things, and not just stand by and just watch it all go away and think the world's going to end, Because I'm not somebody who gives up easily. I won't stop until I reach my goal and what I'm doing now. And I'm sorry if I've been rambling, but I just hope you guys are just as passionate about it as I am. If some of you aren't, if some of you are still hesitant on going on about it, that's okay. I understand your own opinions on how you see things in life, but just know that most of what I'm saying, I'm not wrong about it, I'm right about these certain things. Because I learned so much about the real world and what people are capable of. And I just seen a lot of cruel things of what people can do that are just not right. And it's anybody. It can be anyone. And I get very disappointed when I see something wrong, they still make it worse. And I hate that. And I hope all of you are on the same page. If some of you aren't, I deeply respect that. But anyways, I just wanted to show you my costume. I'm sorry that wasn't the whole point in the beginning, but I can't help but ramble sometimes. But I hope you don't mind my rambling. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will post a couple more today. Maybe on separate times, but I'm still going to post 2 more videos, and then tomorrow, or maybe actually on Halloween, I'm going to make a soundtrack for Halloween. And it is a surprise, okay? And this time it's a full-on soundtrack, because the last time I made something for Halloween, it was for a friend of mine. I think it was, I don't know, I think some sort of competition or something, but it was for a friend of mine. And this time, this is just going to be a normal soundtrack, but for Halloween. And I hope you all will enjoy it when I do make it on Halloween. So, that's it for today's video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I know this is a bit early, but happy Halloween, everyone. And I hope you all have a fun time trick-or-treating. If there's not going to be any snow, because once my mom told me that there's going to be snow in this time of year, and I'm just like, what the heck? It's fall. Why would there be snow in fall? That happens in November and December. I don't understand this whole climate change thing. I don't understand this whole freaking weather. Every time a new year comes up, the whole thing changes, and I don't get this new... I don't get it all. I just don't get it. It's like it's all screwed up or something. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see y'all when I make the other 2 videos. Bye, everyone.